D&D, where I'm once again here with DCat as Ruby. Actually, I'm not doing that crap. I'm here with DCat, Celeste, Jess, Mintez, and Veronica. Inlay couldn't make it. I don't know why. He hasn't really been responding, but he's not here, so we're going to figure something out. But the recap, I feel, is probably important. Does anyone remember anything about last session? I just want to clear this up.
We were trying to rescue Antares, except apparently he's back at the place, and we don't know that yet, except for the people back at the place.
Sounds like you guys remember enough. So pretty much. Oh
yeah, and the portal opened.
The party went to the center to look for Antares, the center of the forest. I mean, found a whole bunch of people. Saw that they opened a portal, and you don't know what's coming out of it yet. Decided to go back outside the village or outside the forest after being. You guys were also chased down a little bit.
Just a little.
Some of you feeling a little exhausted. Antares came out of the forest where Bird Boy and Doxus saw him and saw that he's okay, but the rest of you heading out of the forest do not know this yet.
Yes.
And that is where we left off. I think where we are going to start back up is with Antares, Bird Boy, and Doxus. My computer screen died for a second.
Oh no.
And yeah, I guess we're gonna start off before I say anything else. Doxus, Bird Boy, I know Bird Boy's hugging Antares, blah blah blah. Doxus, are you doing anything?
No.
Don't worry, he's gonna be gone soon. Okay.
No.
So shortly after he arrives and starts asking about some message thing about with some of the guys or some of the Obsidian Council members that are surrounding the forest.
Okay.
So a Obsidian Council member riding a horse comes by from a ways away, and he comes straight up to Antares. He's like, Antares, we need you right away. The grandfather needs to talk to you. And Antares, completely out of character because he's not fucking here, is like, okay. He gets on the horse and rides off. Screw that. I'm not dealing with him. He's gone.
Well, he's run off 3 times without saying anything now.
At least he said something and got invited somewhere. Maybe that's why he's out of character.
Right. Apparently, it's very common for him, so we can do this. He's just gone.
Bye. Didn't he have all the information of what we were supposed to do?
You don't know any information that he has.
Well, he said something about
a message.
Yeah, but he's not here.
He said something about a message, and that's it. He asked about
a message.
He
has know nothing about a message.
No, I'm pretty sure he said something before.
He said something with Doxus and was it Bird Boy around to the grand?
He did.
Yeah, he did mention something
about the message
He did not
except
say
for a
anything
portal
about it.
opened.
He just asked, "Do you have a message for me?" or something like that.
Oh.
He just mentioned a message and mentioned the portal.
Yes, we don't know anything about the message. All those two know is that there was a message. ...
I literally watched the recap earlier today.
Oh, I guess maybe Inlay mentioned something. I thought it was Antares.
We did talk out of character for a bit.
We don't know anything about anything else. It's vague.
Yep.
Well, shit.
So he's off. Doxus and Bird Boy, you guys are stuck where you are. What are you guys going to do? You guys just saw Doxus ride off again.
I rode off? Really?
Sorry. Antares rode off. You could ride off, I guess.
Not easily.
We'll figure it out. All right,
There's the
you guys want to just like wait Sorry?
What?
There's a group in front of us, isn't there?
Yeah, there are a whole lot of obsidian councils outside of the forest. Kind of, most of them are chilling, waiting for instructions, probably. But it's like there's an army outside the forest.
Oh god. This will be fun.
You have no idea.
I know. But this will be fun.
If you want to just wait for the rest of the group, they'll show up eventually. It'll take them like an hour in game. And you just say you wait and chill.
Yeah, just snuggle up against a tree and pretend I don't exist.
You're snuggling a tree?
No. I'm just.
That's what you said!
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's basically how I wait. Snuggle up against myself and go rest against the tree.
Oh, we're waiting for them?
You're like a snook all coiled up.
Basically.
If you
I
just
guess-
decide to wait for them, you could do that just fine. As you do wait, you do see Trim pass by, and it seems like he's the one in charge as he starts directing the army, but it doesn't seem like he's directing them to really engage into anything yet. He's just kind of going around doing his thing. But he seems to be in charge of the army right now. Do you remember who Trim is?
I do. Do the
You
others?
don't count.
Trim is
He was
half
the
orc.
second.
That's the.
He's the half orc that the grandfather.
Second in command.
Yeah, that's what I was
Hangs
saying.
around
Second
a
in
lot.
command.
I don't know if they knew that, but okay.
Well, he was the guy that kept
The guy who was standing next
relaying
to
our
the...
messages to the grandfather, right?
Yeah.
Well, relayed that one message to the grandfather, at least.
They can...
I think you're right.
They can probably infer that he's a second in command.
Yeah.
Probably. At least assume. And in this case, assume right.
I trust Bird Boy is smart enough to do that.
He's
Wow,
smart
okay.
enough.
But
He
not
doesn't have a
Doxus,
complete
huh?
blood brain.
Oh, not done.
He's not very nice.
Wow.
Alright,
Doxus has a snake brain, but Blood Boy doesn't have a blood brain.
so the rest of you show up outside the forest, and you see Doxus, Bud Boy, and an army of Obsidian Council members. Ruby, you were not expecting this at all.
Oh god. Ah. Well.
It is also pretty late in the day, I gotta say. Where the sun is about to... somewhat about to go down. But you guys are all together.
Hey, we got all together.
Oh, are we? That's nice.
So, what's up with the giant portal back there? Did anyone
Portal?
get that? Oh, yeah, you guys weren't there.
I can see this now on Bird Boy's list of words he knows.
Sure.
Okay. So as you guys get
Did
out of the
anyone
forest,
get that information? No one?
Hmm?
Portal, maybe? No? Okay.
There was too much going on for me to really catch exactly what was going on. But apparently some guy, I don't remember his name, but with their leader, I guess, he was planning on bringing an army through the portal.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yes.
Who are these guys and
What?
who are these guys?
yeah, there's an army in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys, scorpions, yeah, yeah.
The army in front of you are Obsidian Council members.
Oh, sorry, I was imagining this. I never actually said it out loud. She indicated towards the forest.
What do they look
oh.
like?
The
By the
Obsidian
way.
Council?
Yeah.
Probably
So-
black cloaks? No.
No,
Go on.
the
I don't know what I'm
the
saying.
mostly
Scorpions
like,
are black cloaks.
yeah, the mostly brownish clothing, brownish or red, but it's not like they have an official uniform. They just kind of wear similar colors ish. Some of them completely stand out though. It seems like they don't actually have a dress code, but they have a symbol.
Think Revolutionary War era.
And
Where
some
they
of
just
them,
have what they can get.
yeah, only some of them seem to actually bear the symbol. Like hardly any of them actually bear it, that you can see at least.
Would
Trim is one of the people that bear it.
I forgot her name.
Ruby does it.
Would
the army freak out when they
Zalara
see three
recognize the
people with those cloaks?
Oh yeah, we are wearing.
By the way,
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
just out of curiosity.
Okay, so yeah,
Ruby
they're
would
going to,
flick.
like.
Ruby would flip her hood off.
So okay, they don't all know you, Ruby.
Yeah, but she would still do that.
So they like draw the bows, but Trim, since he's walking around and he's keeping an eye out, he's like, hold your stand down. We know them.
Yeah, Trem would recognize Ruby.
And I think he recognizes all of you, to be honest.
Yeah, he would recognize everyone.
Except
He's
for
gonna walk up to
Laura,
you.
right?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
he
would
doesn't
not
know
recognize Zalara. Zalara's a new face.
Okay, he's gonna be like, don't shoot, except maybe her. No, I'm just kidding.
Except maybe her. One bolt flies towards her and
Oh,
misses
no.
by a foot.
Right. Trev is going to walk up to you, Ruby. He's like, Ruby, how'd it go? I'd imagine you ambushed, just like we discussed.
Yes. We did. The ambush was...
Can I roll the head towards them?
I think the ambush
You-
was...
you rolling a head
Yeah, sorry.
Towards
Yeah.
Trim.
No, roll the severed head. You know.
Oh. Oh
That
shit.
wasn't this. You know.
Oh my
if you
God.
want.
That's dark.
What? What are you doing?
Whose head is this again?
The mage.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a...
Oh.
The ambush was successful. We got the mage.
The mage's head, at least.
There was a little bit of incident. We couldn't really get the information we wanted due to a mechanical dog thing, but
Well, that's
it was
unfortunate.
kind of successful.
We got a
You know-
diary.
He's not
So,
gonna do any bad things anymore.
He's dead.
so what? Did something go wrong?
A little bit.
We've heard some ruckus within the forest, and I've sent some scouts over to see what's going on.
we
I've
did-
also taken over the what's it called? The
outpost?
watchtower over there that
Oh,
your group was supposed to take care of, but I took care of it.
there wasn't a time limit on that. Okay. Okay.
There's always a time limit.
So, not that I know of for our mission at least, where Antar is vanished, so we went looking for him and stumbled into some scorpions doing rituals, I think.
Rituals. Is that what the huge bangs were?
Oh.
Thanks.
They were two
Ruby looks
loud
over at
bangs.
Ruby looks at Flawed.
No wait, I really don't remember what bangs.
Your
What I do?
thunderclap, I
Your
think it was.
thunderclaps.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You used
Oh yes.
twice.
That's true. Okay, that might have been me. I might have been a bit noisier than I was intending.
They had a weird portal opened.
A weird portal.
What
So,
was
What's in the
that?
background?
That was my husband.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It sounded like the start of Don't Touch This.
That was perfectly timed.
It was perfectly timed for what was going on in game.
Sounds like Family Guy.
Wow. So, yeah, they had a big meeting in the center of the woods, it looks like. And they
Big
had
meeting?
a portal open.
How big is this meeting?
It was huge.
So many. So
It was
many
huge.
people.
I don't remember the count. I don't
think we
remember off
would
the
have
top of
been
my
able
head.
to-
It was 2 weeks ago.
I think we could just say big.
Large meeting.
There were, like,
How many people?
hundreds and hundreds of
Several hundreds. Was it more people than the people around the forest?
All
Like,
just
from
gathered
what-
in one spot?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Alright, that's plenty of information. Thank you, Ruby. He starts gathering his armies, like, and he tells a group to go one way, and he tells another to go another, and you see 2 groups of armies head into the woods in different directions.
Wait, so you do want to know they're getting an army like from another dimension? This is also pertinent. Okay.
Whatever they are doing, this is the perfect time to attack. And
Is it?
But yes, the time when they're all gathered together with all their weapons, ready to fight back. Perfect time to attack.
The thing is, we don't know if they have any weapons on them.
Yes, we do. They attacked us.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
they kind of
I
did
forgot
attack us.
about that. I'm sorry.
But yeah, in all
I was
honesty, if they're
Very,
forming
very spaced out last session.
out of character, this probably is a last good chance to attack them before enemies emerge. Granted,
Yeah, true.
this is D&D,
Enemies
so
might
enemies.
emerge while we're attacking.
Yes, this is D&D, so enemies will emerge while we're attacking, but
Are we
Now
gonna
it's
go
really
with
the
this
last
army,
good
Or are we
chance
going somewhere
before
else?
we're completely outgunned.
So
Or are we
Trim
going
is
with
going
this
to
army or
face
somewhere
you.
else?
Trim is going to face you, Ruby, and is like, I'm going to attack. We're going to attack at midnight. You're welcome to join us.
Where do you want us in the fight?
You would probably be with me.
Ah, Lucy!
Though, really, if they're all just surrounded in one spot,
I
my
made a
armies are
mistake.
just going to surround them and collapse all at once. So you could be anywhere as long as you collapse with us.
Ruby yawns, and what time is it?
The sun is starting to set, so
Ah,
you still
okay,
have
so about-
some time.
5-ish,
Someday.
6-ish. And how long is a long rest?
8ish.
8-ish.
A long rest is 8 hours.
Oh. Oh god. Give me a second to brush up on exhaustion levels. What that exactly entails.
Oh yeah,
Just
we
leave
are
the army to do
exhausted.
it.
Yeah,
Fuck, I forgot.
And we all have this?
Everyone who was running, so I think that was just Flawed, Ruby,
we were running
and...
too.
Claude, Ruby,
Solara. I
No, we
think
were
Dr.
running too, weren't we?
Bud Boy was. You were all running, actually.
We
Oh,
were all running.
then everyone
Except for
does.
Antares, but
Oh, we're
Antares
all
is gone, so who
exhausted.
cares?
Level 1 is disadvantage on ability checks. This is probably one we should probably pass on. I don't want to say that.
Let's just maybe we could attack somewhere
We-
else. Maybe
Wait, I'd definitely
wanted
be
to-
there.
we wanted to attack
says
the
after
tower,
yawning.
didn't we?
It's already taken.
Oh, they've already done it.
Yeah, they took it.
Apparently, I'm spacing out this
No,
session
hold
too.
on. They took the watchtower that you guys were supposed
Yeah,
to
they
take.
took the watchtower. So
Oh shit!
Antares
supposed to do
did
that one.
mention a fortress.
Oh yeah.
oh, the
Filled with
fortress was
loot.
different.
Yeah, that's what I
It
was
wasn't the
thinking.
watchtower?
Fortress.
No, there's multiple. They probably own multiple buildings.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ruby's going to yawn and say,
Can we
"Yes,
sleep
I'll
tonight and
definitely
then-
be there." You guys, please save
Ruby?
Ruby. Save Ruby from this.
Ruby could probably
Ruby
use a rest,
taps
right?
on Ruby. I said Ruby. I'm sorry. Bird Boy taps on Ruby and passes her a note and says, "Shouldn't we sleep?"
Oh.
Well, it had
Says,
one
"I'm very
day.
tired. Can we please sleep?"
Her face falls. That's probably a good idea. I'm sorry, Trim. We probably should sit this one out.
That's
We're
okay.
very
We have more than enough numbers.
If they all die, this is on us.
If there's anything else we could do, after we get a good night's rest, then we'd be happy to help later.
Oh,
Well, if anything goes wrong, I'll have you as backup.
yeah. We'll just be sleeping.
Would you like us
Nothing
somewhere
about that.
nearby? So if something happens, you can send a scout?
We'll be right here, sleeping, forever.
You could stay nearby if you like. I'm pretty confident in this. If they're all distracted, we should have the upper hand.
Literally bringing an army from
Should
another
we-
dimension, but all right.
Should we sleep at the wagon?
I guess we're fine here, because he didn't say anywhere closer, so yeah.
Stay close.
This is fine.
We really can't move the wagon.
Yeah, just sleep in the
we
wagon.
we
It's fine.
we kind of destroyed half of our
Just
Oh.
destroy the wagon. We just
We
have
did
to
not destroy the wagon. We just put it in a ditch.
No, we have a horse. But we need a
Oh,
horse
we
and
have-
we need two horses for the wagon.
Oh,
The dog was one of our horses.
We had to wait for
it.
it was left before he fixed it.
Yeah, what happened to that donkey?
We didn't get a
The
donkey.
donkey we didn't buy.
Got a horse,
We
not a
just
donkey.
didn't buy it.
Everybody
saved
agreed
money
we
and
didn't
just got a
need it. I
horse.
was the one fighting for it.
Look, Socks is a good horse.
This is a great horse, but he can't do
Socks
it all
is probably
alone.
happy to not have to. Oh God.
So,
Can
are
Socks
we
pull
just...
it by himself?
We can't.
Hey,
Um,
hey, Celeste.
Uh-huh.
Remember what we were talking about the other day?
Oh.
This is the perfect time.
What?
What?
The sleepover with the.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, we're having a sleep.
We talked about having
Oh,
a group
God.
sleepover where they played spin the bottle the
We're
other day.
seriously out of character.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm game. Let's see where this goes. Giant war story. Let's play spin the bottle.
I mean, that's how you get a war story, if you accidentally land on Doxus.
I get pecked by the blood on his turn. But
And
it's not as
he's
bad
gonna
as
be
Dox's, I
so
guess.
confused when he listens to this.
Do we
We
want to
have a
do a
normal-
spin the bottle sleepover
We have a normal.
around the wagon?
I am curious what you guys are doing right now.
I think we're going to have a sleepover.
Yay!
Okay, is Ryder from the army?
Yep, that sounds about right.
We're gonna do it at the wagon in front of the army.
The situation was entirely hypothetical.
I
It
don't
was
think
hypothetical
that
until I brought it up right now.
Okay, well, as everyone starts to, everyone in the army starts to get prepared for battle, you guys just
Head
group
to the
up and have
wagon.
a sleepover.
Yes.
Group
In the
up in
middle
a
of them.
circle.
Well, we've got a wagon, probably somewhere.
Group up in the wagon.
I go back
Around
to the
the-
wagon, or just kind of sleep here, where it's closer to where the action is, maybe.
Well, do we want our sleepover to be interrupted by an army?
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with an army.
We can have the whole entire army join in.
my God.
They
We
seem a
just
little
have-
distracted.
We just have one battalion just surrounding us.
We just need to
Playing-
find a
getting in
place
the
to circle
circle.
up. Just sit in a nice circle.
Can I please roll a 1d5 to see how many NPCs we kidnap into this?
No, no.
Wait,
We
wait,
wanted it to be a
wait,
group bonding thing, though.
wait. What is going on? Are we actually doing the in the bottle thing?
We're having a sleepover at least.
Oh, sleepover. Okay, I'm okay. Okay, so
I have
in
no
in
idea what
character,
you guys are doing.
in
Yeah,
character,
we're
I think Solaro would be perfectly fine with the sleepover, but
But not
I don't
spin
know
the
how
bottle?
she would feel. Yeah, I don't know how she would feel about the spin the bottle thing.
I think
We
that,
just have to make an AU for that.
okay, so if in character, if Bird Boy is suggesting spin the bottle, I think that Vlad would be like, oh,
Bird
let's
Boy would not suggest that,
wait,
honestly.
Actually, no,
Yes.
let's maybe not.
The only reason Bird Boy would suggest it is if he heard about it but didn't know what it was.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Good boy, here's a game. Is like a game.
Yeah, Bird Boy heard it was a game. You know what? I'm gonna say Bird Boy heard it was a sleepover game and suggest it to Flawed, but doesn't actually know what it is.
You like say game and pull out a bottle, and then we're all like, no.
No, Bird Boy just gives Flawed a little message that says, "Hey, I heard about a sleepover game called Spin the Bottle. Why don't we do that?"
No, that's not for this.
Bird Boy looks confused. He doesn't get why this is. He's like, but it's a game.
This is a game for teenagers who would like to have an excuse to kiss their friends, and I think we're all right.
Bird Boy is more confused and just passes a note that says, "Wait, what is it? Spin the bottle?"
No, you'll find out when you're older.
Bird Boy passes a note that says, "I'm 20."
Yeah, that's good. I pat you on the head and say goodnight.
Okay. This is a nice bonding experience. Does anyone else want to have a talk during the sleepover?
Ruby shrugs and just drops down onto the ground, lays back.
Okay.
Nice dirt patch.
Oh god.
During this night, is anyone keeping watch,
Do
or are
we
you guys
need
letting the
to?
army do that?
I mean,
We have a whole army.
unless the army moves out, they are kind of.
They're gonna move out at
We're
midnight,
told
but
that they are moving.
Oh yeah,
out
they
at
are
midnight.
moving out at mid.
we only need a watch at midnight.
Ruby will take a watch come midnight.
Okay. Until
Sure.
then, we're all gonna sleep.
You won't get your full rest.
Oh,
Oh god, Ruby, please.
come on.
If
Can we
you
ask?
go,
Can we ask
2
Trim to have
hours-
someone stay behind?
Hmm?
No, we can't do that. Never mind. It's
Go on,
fine.
Ender.
so the army will
Be here till midnight.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'd say it. You could get your full rest.
I'd
It's too
assume-
complicated to do it this way.
Okay, I would assume at least 2 of us would watch after midnight.
Yeah,
Who else
could,
wants-
but
Who else has night
No.
vision?
Who?
Solara does.
Who?
Wait, Ruby doesn't even have night
Wait,
vision.
who else has night vision?
You don't even have night
I
vision.
don't.
Never mind.
who has night vision?
Solara does.
But I have horrible perception.
Yeah, Solara's got not very good perception, but she's got night vision.
Perception does
Okay, so at
good
midnight,
bitch have anyone?
who decides to keep watch?
I don't think Bird Boy's ever taken a watch before.
Does he want to?
Do it.
Do you want
He
to?
has to pull his own weight, so he's gonna.
Okay, interesting.
You let Ruby sleep on.
Alright, so as everyone goes to sleep and midnight comes, Bud Boy, you wake up to take
Oh, is Bird
a
Boy
watch.
taking the first one? I thought Bird Boy and Ruby were doing it. Okay.
You guys only need one.
Oh, so I guess Bird Boy's gonna do it to pull his own damn weight.
So as you wake up, you get to see the army start to head in the forest, and they seem like they're sneaking in at a fast pace. They seem like they're very experienced in doing this.
Well,
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. They seem like they're really well coordinated as an army too, like they're experienced.
That part's
Well,
more of a
there.
surprise.
Kind of scary.
let's let the bird pull his own weight. For oh, that's a
Uh,
19.
Short. Natural. That's not natural. 19. You. For most of the night, it seems pretty passive.
Wait,
But
boy
shortly
can't talk. How
after,
is he
the
gonna...
army goes into the forest and you can't see them anymore. You feel a shiver
Oh, no.
course through your body.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Something doesn't feel right, but you're not exactly sure why.
You guys, they were doomed.
He's scared. He's gonna wake someone.
Who you wake up?
I'm gonna say Solara.
Solara stirs. What's wrong?
You just give Solara a note that says I'm scared.
There now. Solara pulls Bird Boy into a hug and pats his back. Can she roll perception to see what's going on?
Sure.
Okay. Oh wait, you. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, it's been a little bit. I gotta find my perception stat. Okay. Okay, so
You look around, you see the army has left, but you don't really see much going on. It seems like a very passive night.
okay.
Can't believe Bird Boy is just scared of the dark.
You don't think that's what's happening.
Solara is going to cast hang on, I gotta figure Solara's going to use Divine Sense.
What is that?
Which is detect good and evil.
What's the
Ooh.
range on that?
60 feet.
Okay. Bud Boy still gives off a really good essence. Sorry, not Doxus. Flawed still gives off a really bad essence. Other than that, you're not really picking up anything, I don't think. No, not where you are. You don't pick up anything.
Okay.
Not where you are. Oh god.
Alright, so it lasts for, oh.
10 minutes, right?
It says until the end of your next turn. So I don't know how long that is.
6 seconds. Okay.
Oh.
Only 6 seconds. Aw.
So,
What?
yeah, okay.
You don't detect anything evil. Except
Okay, outside of the norm. Except Flawed.
Flawed is evil.
Uh,
Murder.
Well, you do see him struggling throughout his sleep every night, so.
Well,
But yeah, everything seems good.
Okay, so,
that's good.
do you need me to stay up with you? Do you want to take over this watch?
Oh! Good question. He shakes his head. He doesn't want to inconvenience her.
It's not a problem. I was planning on taking a watch anyway. I don't mind starting a little bit early.
She likes to watch the sunrise.
I guess he lets her.
Okay, so Solara goes ahead and takes over Bird Boy's watch.
Alright.
He's just a little bussy.
So the night goes by just fine. Nothing really happens. And you get to enjoy the sunrise again. Did Bud Boy go back to sleep, by the way?
He probably stayed up a little longer, but eventually fell asleep.
Okay. I mean, nothing happened, so.
Yeah.
But you guys, it's now morning. You guys wake up, and actually, something did happen during the night.
Oh no.
Ooh.
The world ended.
Wait a minute.
We wake up and everything's dead.
Crap. Actually, before the sun comes up, you see Trem run out of the forest past you.
Well, that's
Looks
good
a little
news.
beat up,
He's alive.
Where's
and he
his
brings
army?
a small army with him.
Oh, his army.
Oh. No.
Yay. A small army, though. Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh.
He commands he commands his army to go farther into the mountains, and he walks up to you since you're the one awake. And he's like, yeah, he walks up, he leans down, and he's like, "Thank you to your party for warning me that there was something going on with that portal. I wouldn't have been able to escape if I didn't know that they were bringing something out of it. Thank you."
Aw.
And he gets up and walks away.
Oh.
Well, wait, what happened?
There are these evil tree-like creatures
Oh god.
Oh no.
all over the forest.
Oh
We didn't
god.
even really make it to the ambush before we started seeing them everywhere.
Oh no.
We can't trust trees.
We cannot trust trees. Trees are the enemy. Attack every tree you see.
No, Noxus is cuddling a tree.
Noxus!
This is a trap.
The tree is tricking you, Noxus!
Most of them seemed pretty easy to kill, but there were a lot of them. And I'm not sure how much my men really made it.
Oh god.
Oh. What should we do?
Well, not get killed by trees.
What? You don't want to get killed by trees?
No. No, not
Well,
really.
I am going to go relay this information to Grandfather, and we will discuss a plan with him. You guys, just try not to go in there for a while.
Yeah. Good call.
If you do, just kind of be careful of the
Trees.
surrounding trees. and
Be
bushes.
careful of the trees.
And now he walks off.
Well, maybe that's what Bobo is scared of. Tree breeze.
Freebies.
Yes.
Alright, so you all wake up in the morning after Tremare left.
Yep.
Unless Solara woke you guys up then and there, but I don't think she did.
If she didn't sense anything, she didn't have a reason to.
Okay, yeah.
Ruby would yawn and say, "Okay, you guys ready to catch up with them?"
Oh no, honey. Well, it's up to Sly to explain it.
Let's see how many of them survived.
You don't know anything, Flawed.
Oh no. Flawed thought they were doomed from the start. I'm sorry. Just to be clear. Wait, you
Fair
didn't
enough.
like
Maybe we'll make it in time for the victory party.
Big boy nods. He's very excited for the victory party. Is it like an actual party? With like drinks and stuff? Actually, Big boy asked Ruby that with a note. Asked
Oh,
if it's an
yeah.
actual party with drinks and refresh.
Did
And
Of course
snacks.
of course they'd have food. Yeah.
did Jess die? She's the only one that knows anything happened.
Oh, I didn't realize it was just to me. Okay, so Solara says, apparently, the portal that they opened, they brought out these evil-looking trees, and he's not sure how many of his men survived. I'm not quite sure what kind of action you want to take.
You're good one, Solara. You don't know.
No,
I'm
serious.
know the council like I do.
Oh, honey.
Really have that much confidence in them, don't you?
Of course.
You're literally bringing something from another world. You don't think that could be, too much?
I'm sure Trem can figure something out. I mean, maybe they got got there fast enough and they closed it before anything comes out. Maybe their leader's trapped in that world now.
Maybe Laura isn't making this up and it didn't end well. Wait.
Oh no.
Ruby just laughs at that.
In order to get back to our cart, do we have to go through the forest?
We already
No.
had a
No,
cart, I
you
think.
guys are out of the forest.
No, we're
now.
at the edge of the forest. Our cart is just a little ways west.
Our cart is in the ditch right there.
It's over there. We just have to pull
A
it
little
out.
bit west, yeah.
I thought it was more towards the tower. Okay.
Depends on where we came out. I don't know where we came out. I assumed we were between the tower and the cart.
Well, someone has to
Yeah,
convince
go
Ruby.
No, I guess we can always head back to the base and wait for them to arrive.
Is
Hold on.
that the only way Ruby's gonna believe it?
Wait, Solara told us what, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
Solara
Solara
said
told
it.
us. Ruby
Yeah,
is just
Solara
not
confirmed
believing
it.
it.
Ruby does not believe it.
Why would she lie?
Ruby doesn't think it's a lie. Ruby thinks it's a joke.
Why would she joke?
She joke about that.
I don't know. I barely know her.
Does she seem the practical Joker type? Really?
I mean, she called you evil.
I don't think that was joking.
I don't
So
think
Flawed is evil.
I don't think he was,
Understand.
if I might interject, the man looked very frazzled. He was bloody and beaten, and I think something serious happened.
He didn't draw a single ounce of blood, actually. But he
Oh,
did
okay,
look
just
beat up.
kidding. He looked very beat up, and he looked scared.
Trem?
He looked serious.
He looked serious.
Are you sure you weren't talking about one of the troops? I mean, you're talking about Trem, right?
I think it's worth checking out. I'm not sure of everybody's names, but I think it's worth checking out
You want to
at the
go in
very
there?
least. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what action we should take. Maybe we should go back to whoever is employing you, or
Oh yeah,
manhandling you.
that would be a wholly incorrect statement.
Let's give her a moment.
Okay. Ruby will whisper to Flawed, I think there's something wrong with her.
You think there's something wrong with her?
But
Yes,
wait.
you're.
But boys, just gonna pass a note that says, why don't we go back into the base and check?
Sure,
Far
we
away
can
from
we
me,
can head back.
Just gonna,
Long way.
just gonna keep
We can head
Ruby
back.
from.
Oh, how far away is that?
Oh, we only have one horse. Shit.
So
It's in a ditch. We didn't think this through.
In theory, we could like have the horse pull the empty carriage and just walk next to it. It would just suck.
Yeah, I'm thinking more how we're going to. Is it gonna be able to get out of the ditch easily? Probably not.
Yeah, you guys do need to pull that out of the ditch.
Doxus and us,
Yeah.
we probably can do it.
Solara
with a
can
group.
probably help a lot with.
Solara,
strength.
we've got Solara, Doxus.
How big are Solara's muscles?
Solara's pretty strong.
Sweet.
Solara, she got a +3 to strength.
Fun.
Okay, so anyone that's helping out to pull this cart out of the ditch needs to make an athletics or strength check.
Bird Boy has a -1.
Oh, I got a +5.
I will give moral support.
Athletics
Go
Bird Boy
or...
will
Oh.
also give moral support by
Oh.
looking cute on the side.
Well, apparently,
Let's see.
Solara's not feeling very good this morning.
Alright, anyone else?
Is Doxus gonna help? Is Doxus strong? I don't know.
Ah, 14. That's better than I expected.
I don't know. This is more amusing.
You could just watch if you want.
Ruby
I
and
think
Solara,
eventually they'll get it out. It'll just be a struggle.
Ruby and Solara are forcing it out with their big muscles.
So if it's just them two,
It's probably a struggle.
you see them struggling and they don't really do anything.
They go backwards instead.
The cart, we
There is
pull it
cart
out a
going
little bit,
backwards.
and then it just falls with gravity back further
Good
into the
boy,
ditch.
good boy claps for them. Just an moral support on the side.
What did you say it was for? Or what was the roll?
Strength or athletics.
Let me try that. Nope. I did worse.
So,
Oh God,
so
Doxus!
you go over there and you start to help them. And you
They
put
roll
in
it
a
over
lot of
me.
strength into one spot and one of the wheels breaks off.
Breaks. Yep.
Oh.
Doxus, no!
Should we just take the
I didn't think I could make it worse, but I did. Awesome.
Well,
The
shit.
important thing is that
Now we walk.
Now we take the horse and we go.
who's going to just ride on socks? Like,
Yeah,
Is
you
there-
got
is there
like
a way we can fix the wheels?
Does Bird Boy still have the best animal handling?
it out of the ditch.
yes.
So I guess Bird Boy is gonna ride the horse if we just take the horse and go.
Was it +1?
But Bird Boy is also very small. I don't think he'd be able to ride a full-sized
I can't
horse, so never
agree with
mind.
you. If
Ride
If-
horse.
Ruby and Bird Boy are technically smaller, couldn't you just both share it?
Yeah, me and Ruby. Yeah. Ruby, you want to share a horse?
Sure.
Alright, I guess we're gonna ride the horse.
Walk.
Well, everyone else walks. Because the cart is now broken.
Alright.
Okay.
So, you guys are heading back to grandfather's lair, right?
Yep.
Yes?
Yeah.
On foot, because
So
Doxus
it
broke the
takes
cart.
it takes you about half a day.
Welcome.
Hey, that's faster than I expected.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
I'm being generous.
Thank you for
Yeah.
being generous. I love.
I love the cutoff.
Yeah, so you guys get there after about half a day of travel. You guys discussing anything during that half a day, by the way?
Trying to convince Ruby that maybe Solara actually knows what she's talking about.
And I guess Ruby just
Seriously?
keeps laughing it off.
Ruby will just keep laughing it off.
Oh god.
Through the entire way, you guys are going back.
This
and
is our
forth.
bonding. This
Yep.
is the group bonding going on right now.
I have a question. The original quest that the grandfather gave us was which one? Again?
To take over the watchtower.
Okay.
And they did that without us.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
So they're probably not gonna be happy that we didn't end up doing that even though there wasn't a time limit.
Yeah, wait. Perhaps there's something. Well, I don't really want to get on the grandfather's bad side. Is there something else we could do before we go there to prove our worth?
We did kill a mage for him.
Oh yes, we did kill the person that we needed for information.
I
Technically,
don't
that
remember
was
him saying we
Ruby's
needed
job.
information.
Yeah, but we were
Yeah.
helping.
I mean, that was her personal job.
We were helping.
Also, we got the diary, so
Okay.
the diary is our
Which,
information,
by the
and
way,
we
you
figured
still
out
don't know what
about
that
them.
does.
Oh yeah. I guess can we investigate? Like, I don't. We already looked at it, right? I don't remember.
You
We also got
guys,
him information about the portal that allowed his people to come back alive.
so you looked through the journal, and you obtained information that it has illusionary magic, and I don't fucking remember. It was, do you remember?
Was illusion and
And the one that changes things or something? I don't.
yes, transmutation.
There you go.
Got
It was
there.
those two.
Okay.
But you haven't actually took the time to actually figure out what it does.
It's fine.
If you
I'm
want
sure the
to look at
grandfather
it.
will forgive us since he didn't give us a time limit.
So if you guys want to take a break at some point during your journey, you could take about an hour to try and figure it out. If you want.
I'd like to, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I
So
guess I'll
you
take
have-
a break.
So this will be an Arcana check, I believe.
My great
For-
arcana. Is somebody
for
good
everybody?
at arcana?
Are you saying you're not good at Arcana?
I'm
Oh wow,
not-
I have a really solid -1.
Oh my
I
god!
have plus,
I-
I have plus
Oh my
never-
god! Ruby snatches it.
Make an Arcana check.
That was a bad roll, but 13.
Okay, so you start to look it over, and as you kind of mess around with it, you see some of the words phase and change for a second, but you can't really see it staying, and you feel like this has a way of changing, but you can't really figure out how to do it, and you can't figure out what it's changing to.
I don't really know what's going on with this
Bird
book.
Boy's gonna
It
try
keeps
it.
changing on me. Ruby
But it
pointed
keeps
out to
going
Bird
back
Boy.
to what it originally had, though.
Bird
Yeah,
Boy's gonna
actually
try it
changed
now.
Ruby gives Bird Boy a heads up.
17.
Okay, so each time you guys try to investigate this, it's going to take an hour of
Oh.
trying to figure it out.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
The DC does get easier with each time.
Well,
Can't
I
people on
guess-
horseback do it while riding?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
on horse.
Yeah, we were both
Yeah,
on the
but-
horse.
Both of us
So
are on
you don't
horseback,
have to-
so.
Take the break, but it does take an hour to try and do that. And with a 17, you start to mess with it, and with Ruby's information that it was changing, start to figure out how to do it, and then you start to like rub on the leather exterior, and you start to see rainbow colors start to form, and you
Ooh.
start to see the ink actually change, and there's a point in time where you just delete the page completely, and you start to figure out that you seem to be able to rub the exterior of the leather, and you can make shapes and words, and you could even make every page blank.
Sounds like a weird acid trip.
That does sound like a
Something
weird
like that. So you can make it look however you want. I mean, the pages. It make it look like anything's written on it. You could paint pictures
Oh.
on it, and you don't need a pen or anything.
Bird
You
Boy
have
is
no
using it to
idea
paint
what he
pictures.
used this for, though.
Bird
What
Boy is
is it?
using it to paint pictures.
What is it?
So by rubbing on the exterior of the leather, the hardcover leather, you could change the pages, the writing on the pages, and like the colors and stuff. And if you know how to do it, like Bird Boy now does, it will stay.
Bird Boy
Okay,
is just
cool.
making paintings with it now.
And it's very easy to do, actually.
He is having
He-
so much fun.
He's making some really good art, unless he's not trying to.
I feel like he's not a very good artist, so he's bad art, but he's trying to make good art.
So if you're trying to make good art, you make good art because
Oh.
this book is very easy to use.
But art.
It's better than art.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh gosh. Oh man. Okay, I guess he's making good art then.
And I am very disappointed you guys didn't get to see how he used it.
He'll show them later, but right now he's having fun.
No, I mean the guy who owned it.
Oh.
He had a very specific use for this. That
How are
you
we
guys...
supposed to figure it out?
Oh
You were
well.
supposed to take him alive, but a freaking dog,
You were supposed to take him
metallic
alive,
dog
yes.
murdered him.
It's not the dog's fault. He was following orders. It's Inlay's fault.
Oh god.
I still blame Ruby, but sure.
What? Why Ruby?
Wait, how is it Ruby's fault?
Because she trapped it with the mechanical
Oh,
And why did you put the net?
Oh.
I guess it is kind of the net's fault.
He already gave all that.
The net was a gift from Inlay. It all goes back to...
Okay, can we
Oh,
not
God.
do the blame game?
I'm sorry, I couldn't. That was funny. Oh
Fine,
god.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's fine.
Alright,
It's just.
so-
Oh,
We're just assholes.
We're just assholes. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway.
So you guys figured out what the book does. whether
Well,
you're-
Bird Boy has. Bird Boy hasn't told them yet because Bird Boy
I'd
is
imagine you messed up
transfixed.
like every page by now.
Oh yeah, Bird Boy is transfixed by right now. Too transfixed to tell anyone about it.
So like none of the information that was on that book is no longer there.
We've
No.
already seen it all.
Huh?
We've already seen all the information though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh god, but now the
We
great
didn't make
grandfather won't be
copies.
able to. It's fine,
We
Bird
didn't
Boy
make
will show
copies.
him the pretty bookmaking. The pretty pictures he made.
Hey,
So,
now Bird Boy can write notes faster.
Yeah! This is actually really good for Bird Boy.
yeah, it seems like you could write an entire page just by rubbing the back.
Yeah, this is great. Bird Boy loves it. Bird Boy is gonna keep it forever and not tell the grandfather because he doesn't want him to take it away. Just kidding. Would the grandfather actually take it? Probably
I
not.
don't know.
He likes
Oh,
magic
I don't want him
items.
to. This is great for
Hide
Bird
it.
Boy.
He definitely likes magic items.
Then again, there's no more information on this. This thing is now useless to the grandfather in Bird Boy's eyes.
Maybe.
In Bird Boy's eyes, I'm saying.
Making excuses for why you're not.
I'm
going
making
to
excuses for why Bird Boy will not find it useful to show the grandfather and therefore won't.
Alright, so you guys get to the grandfather's lair, and there seems to be a lot of people there at the moment.
Damn.
And they're like beat up, right? Mm.
No.
Oh wow.
There seems to be a new army.
I haven't seen.
Oh, shit.
Some of them beat up,
Some of them beat
most
up.
of them healthy, and
So
they
they're just
all
going
just
at it
talking
again.
amongst each other at the moment.
Okay. Well,
They seem to have better armor.
good. Maybe they'll do better this second time.
Doxus doesn't go into that way.
You don't what?
He
You don't
doesn't
go into.
No.
Okay. You guys go in,
We'll stay with socks.
right? So you guys
Yeah,
go
sucks.
in. The place is full, but you don't see the grandfather on his quote unquote throne. You don't see Trim there either.
That's unusual.
We ask around a bit about what's going on.
You go
Does-
ask someone.
Ruby recognize a lot of these faces.
You recognize the clothing. Most of them seem to be assassins of some kind, and
So he basically called assassins from around the area. Okay.
seems like it. You might recognize some faces, I guess, but I don't know. So you ask around, and people say that the grandfather and some of the higher ups are in a meeting to discuss what they're doing about the situation with the Scorpio clan.
Excuse me. Who are all of you people?
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
explained this top secret organization to Rosalie before.
They all just kind of look at her, and they
Solara's just standing there with her bright sun emblems.
Solana, what a great joke! So hilarious. We'll talk later.
some of them kind of laugh, and then they go back to talking amongst each other.
But boy Pat Salah uses the new book to say, just accept it for now.
Just accept it.
Just accept it for now. This is not the time or place.
Solara nods her head and shrugs.
Yeah, it really isn't the time or place.
Just accept it.
Alright, so as these people are talking amongst each other, and you guys have information that the grandfather's in a meeting, what do?
Wouldn't Antanas be here, considering?
You don't
I
see
guess
him
we
in the
shouldn't.
crowd.
We shouldn't look for him right now, considering.
Oh, he's gone. Ruby, go
Yes?
interrupt their meeting and find out what's happening.
Where are you, Lucy?
That's not the best
I like
of
you.
ideas.
They like you here. They'll let you do whatever you want.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, come on, you know.
That's not
We have
how
you completed.
any of this
we-
works.
We stopped the wizard. That's something he's going to want to know. We found out about this portal. You could give him information. Clearly, he needs to talk to you. Go.
Clearly.
Just you.
Go,
No,
go,
I
Just
don't
go.
you.
want-
No, no, it's just you.
No one else, just you. You're fine. He likes you. He doesn't like me.
Flawed, you laid on a bit thick.
It would be better for them to finish their meeting and then.
We can wait for them to finish their meeting.
But how long is that going to take? You have important information that he needs. What do you think you
Do
need
we
to tell
really
him?
need to do this right now?
Well, I was trying to convince him that we do.
Flawed, you laid on it on so thick.
That's what I do.
Yeah? Wanna meow at me?
So Laura, what are you doing?
I don't think Ruby's
Solara's-
buying it.
I'm
So
pretty
what
sure
is-
Flawed is being confused.
Is there anybody around?
There
Lots
are
of
a whole
people.
lot of people around.
Tons of people.
And is there anybody around who doesn't particularly look busy?
Lots
Everyone's
of people.
talking amongst each other, so technically none of them look busy.
Everyone.
Solara walks up to the closest person there and says, "Hello," and she extends her hand. "I'm Solara. It's nice to meet you."
Hello, I'm Crap. One second.
What is his name?
My
His
name.
name is Crap. And that is his name now. You can't take it back.
You kill your vital NPCs and then we love crap.
Hello, I'm Radonna Nemi.
No, his name's
Is
Crap.
that really a name I put?
That's the name you picked.
It's a name you picked. You just said it.
Radonna Nemi. It's one that's written down.
Oh,
Better than crap.
male or female?
Female.
Female. Oh, hello. Good madam. Have you heard of the deity Paylor by chance?
Oh my
She
Uh,
raises an eyebrow and is
uh-huh.
like, "No, I haven't."
Well, Paylor accepts all followers, and Paylor is non-judgmental. Paylor is the light that burns out the darkness.
Oh,
I don't know.
Really?
Are you interested in learning more about Paylor?
why are you so
Sure, tell me about this Paylor.
Oh God!
He,
Ruby's gonna watch this out.
No, how does Jess know about Taylor?
Yeah, I'm curious. How much does Jess know?
Red Boy is also gonna watch this,
That's
except with a lot of concern.
That's all you know.
Taylor. That's it.
Just make it
Yep.
up as you go.
Make it
we'll
up.
We'll make a god out of it.
Red Boy is also just watching in this with a lot of concern. Act though.
Paylor. Paylor is the god of the sun, light, strength, and healing. And he helps to create the world that we live in now by bringing light to it.
Oh, that's
I'm
really
gonna
nice.
die.
And without the brightness of the sun and without the brightness of the light, none of us would be able to exist, for we would all be cast into darkness.
Oh my God! I can't believe
I
Solara
agree.
is a glorified preacher.
I agree, and without the light, there won't be any shadows to sneak in, which definitely helps us out a lot.
Paylor is a very kind god, but he is also a very vengeful god, and his light his light destroys all evil.
Nice, we could probably really use him.
Well, Solara takes out like a little sun medallion that she keeps like 20 of them in her pocket, and a little pamphlet that has information on Paylor about it, and she hands it to the person.
Oh, what's this?
Oh God!
This is amazing.
And then she puts her hand on this person's shoulder and she says, "May Paylor's light be with you." She returns to the group.
Red Boy looks horrified.
Claude also looks horrified.
Ruby just
He's so horrified.
Ruby just shrugs.
Red Boy, she better not try to convert Red Boy, or he would be pissed.
The rest of you, as Solara turns around and starts walking back, you see the lady turn back to who she was talking to beforehand, and they seem like they're laughing a bit. But they don't seem like they're necessarily
Into it?
making fun of it. They're just laughing and continue talking.
Okay. Well,
Could have gone
so
much worse.
okay.
Don't die.
I am not processing what just happened with
Ruby just shrugs. That was amazing.
that. Was amazing,
And it happens
but
all
also
the
hard
time.
to
Not
Red
really.
Boy.
Do you
Red Boy
do that?
definitely was never part of the recruitment part of his religion, so
Or do
he never
you-
tried to recruit people.
do you do that sort of thing regularly? You just why?
With assassins?
The assassins. in a
Wait,
place-
they're
I told you-
assassins?
I did say that we would explain later. So maybe you jumped the gun a little bit.
Well,
This is
that
not
is why I left. That is why I left my monastery. The preachers of Paylor sent me on this mission to spread the word of Paylor.
No! I hate
Because
it!
you don't know
No! No! Just why? So Red Boy is so horrified right now!
I can understand. I can see how this is very important to you, but maybe read the room. little bit.
But
Well,
Red
what do
Boy
you mean
passes
these-
Solara.
these
Good
good
boy.
people all look like they could use Paylor in their lives.
No.
And then
Oh.
her hand motions to the people who are laughing. Look, Paylor's light has already lightened their souls.
No.
They give a thumbs up.
Oh,
No.
I can see.
Good boy just
Paylor is a
shakes
god.
his head. No.
Give me a second. I have to explain Paylor to Alex because Alex. Okay, so Paylor, so Solara, my D&D character, is a paladin of Paylor. She was an orphan who was raised in a monastery, and she is out around the world in a mission. Like, this is the first time she's been out in the world, and she's on a mission by the priests of Paylor to spread the word and to spread Paylor's light and love and fiery wrath.
Oh no.
Fiery laugh.
I think Good Boy and Solara have very similar backstory.
Oh, really?
Yes.
little bit.
Oh god.
As it turns out, religious organizations tend to take in orphans. Shocker.
Yeah.
So that's what. So right now we are in a group of assassins that Solara has no idea about. She doesn't know that they're all assassins. Solara is very lawful good.
They are kind of their own law around here.
This
That's
is a law.
true.
It's fine.
They are the law.
They are the law.
So we're waiting for, like, I guess because Ruby is a coward, we're waiting for the grandfather to finish the meeting.
Don't be mean to.
You can
Wow.
wait if you want.
Actually,
I
Bird
don't
Boy
know what
wants
we're
to
doing.
pass Solara a message. Bird
What
Boy's
if
gonna
you-
pass Solara a message that says, "Are you gonna convert me?"
It might be
Solara says, no, you are clearly a man of faith, and you've already pledged yourself to a deity.
He's
that's
very
not-
relieved.
That's not what my mission is. My mission is to spread awareness, not to forcefully convert.
Bird Boy is very relieved right now.
I'm gonna pull Solara aside and explain where we are. So you see,
This is a criminal organization.
this might be a criminal type organization. We don't have that confirmed. It does kind of seem like it, from the outside. Have you heard of the Obsidian Council?
No, I haven't. I have. Are these the people in brown and black? I'm confused. Whose robes were we wearing? I don't know who they are either. I don't know what's
Okay.
going on.
Wait, where is she from? Where is
The desert.
Solara from that she has no idea?
You don't know where she's from.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the world very well, but I do know that she would want to be from
Oh,
somewhere.
You don't know where you're from either, do you?
No, I don't know the world. But you
I don't
said
know
that
where
I
it's
would have
Okay.
to cross through the desert to get to where I was.
You're from a temple, right?
Yes.
So just make up a temple name, because I didn't put a name for it because I thought you had a name for it.
All right, the Temple of Paylor.
Oh
Creative.
Well,
god.
that's
Great.
simple. I guess we could just call it the Temple of Paloy.
And
Remember-
you did say I crossed a desert to get there. So I'm assuming it's somewhere in the desert because I said that she would want to be she would be somewhere closest to the sun.
Yeah, it's on a hill in the middle of the desert.
Okay.
Closest to the sun. Wouldn't that be a mountain?
How did they get orphans in the middle of the? I guess.
Sometimes things
Who
happen.
abandoned their
okay?
child in the middle of the desert?
If they want them to
You know
die,
that
yes.
There are cities near, or towns nearby.
I
They could
guess.
have gotten her from a
No,
town.
not you. Solara knows.
Oh wait, Solara knows cities or towns nearby.
Solara knows that there are cities in that desert near you.
Okay. Okay.
Or her parents just wanted her dead.
They're still in the. They're still in the desert.
I
Off
mean,
your map.
if you want to talk about wanting a child dead, Bird Boy's parents technically abandoned him in a cemetery.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god.
That's a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So wait, I want to explain. So, Ruby has been a part of this organization for a while, has a lot of faith in them and trust, and the rest of us were a bit inadvertently pulled in. I'm not sure if our obligation to them is completed or not. They just seem to be able to help in the specific situation. That group that was opening the portal, that was wearing black, those I guess are called the Scorpios.
Scorpios?
They paint it as they're the bad guys and we're the good guys. I see the world more in shades of gray personally, but you would take it as you will. That's my explanation to Solara.
I see. So this is so you're telling me this place is full of sin and depravity
No, I did not.
and evil doings.
No.
This is the perfect
No.
place. This is the perfect place to spread the word of Paylor. And then Solara goes around handing out little holy
I
symbols
hate
and
it, but I
pamphlets.
also love it.
god!
Please stop. Anything but this. I want.
Okay,
This is
some of them
awful,
listen,
I love it.
some of them walk away.
That would be the Endernate Conate. Endernate Conate. Oh gosh. Your name's
What?
rhyme.
Oh my god.
I feel like somebody.
Solara, please. Well, Good Boy doesn't have any pamphlets, so he can't.
You
Yeah.
go around like squawking at people.
No, he's not. He's not a recruiter. He was never a recruiter.
No.
So
I think she means Solara, right?
what?
So,
No,
as Solara runs off to go talk to people about Paylor,
Oh my god.
yeah, like
Oh
I
my
said, some
God.
people listen, some people don't.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Ender Conate says hello.
Conate,
Yes.
remind me.
Conate says hello.
Tr- Who's I'm very
Hi!
bad with names.
Oh god.
Hello, I'm sorry, my brain must be dead.
that's the explanation.
Yeah.
2015 was a long time ago. I recognize the avatar. I
Do I
can't.
need to go to
think-
your stream real quick? I
Sure.
do need to go to your stream real quick, don't
I can't put my finger on his name. I recognize the
Seeing
avatar,
names
and
is
it was
easier.
2015 era. Oh, it's Lightspeed!
Lightspeed, wait, did you change your name?
Holy shit!
Well, Lightspeed I remember.
Yep, it's Lightspeed.
Hey, Lightspeed.
Long time no see. And yeah, that's Endernate.
I'm gonna keep your chat open this time.
Because we actually have a viewer now.
I'm surprised those other people weren't showing up. Okay, so back to what we were doing. Yeah, Solara's going off and talking to people.
Wow.
Because, I guess.
And handing out little
How many pamphlets do
Little
you have made?
flyers and stuff.
Do you make these by hand? Bird Boy
yes, she
asked her
whittled them all
that.
out of wood.
Bird Boy asks her through his
Oh.
little new book if she makes it by hand, so I guess he gets that as the answer. Very dedicated. If anything, he can appreciate his dedication to a god.
Alright, nice.
So do you want to discuss your god?
Don't put Mint in this position.
Bird Boy is not a recruiter, so he doesn't do stuff like that, but I guess
But
he
what if
can.
Solara asks?
Yeah, if someone asked, he could tell her about it. So, I need to think. I know who his god is. I'm just not good with wording stuff, with describing.
Solara asked the rest of us just to try to proselytize.
So I'm guessing
Tell me you have its
If-
name.
if Bird Boy can do his little book thing, and then it probably won't take that long for him to.
Yeah. You do it in like a second.
Yeah, so Bud Boy just is choking his book and showing it to at the same time.
Is it
Which is
bad that I'm
possibly good.
imagining
Are the
a
words changing in front of her?
It's
As
probably
you
just
show it?
writing out like a typewriter in front. So he basically tells her that he worships the goddess of death.
Solora nods intently. That makes that's respectable. With every life there must be death. Otherwise, the balance
Yes.
is defiled.
Yes, and that's basically what he says that the faith is all about. Is about worshipping the goddess of death and respecting the balance between life and death.
Solora nods intently. I see. That is a very respectable faith.
Yes.
And a
And
very
that's all
very
I'm gonna
important.
say because I'm bad at describing, and probably Blood Boy's not used to doing it either.
I don't know much about this god,
Yes,
so I
that's
can't
fine.
really help you out.
make it up as
You
you
can't
go.
help me out.
The Raven Queen?
That's honest. Yeah, that's the Raven Queen. Also, probably tells her that the name is the
I
Raven
did
Queen.
look it up once. I don't remember.
Yes.
I think you
And-
know all you need to know about the goddess of death.
Okay,
That's
Veronica.
basically all you need to know. Like, that, in those basic sentences, it tells you all you need to know, really. It's not that complicated.
Right, so you guys doing anything else before you decide you're just gonna wait the whole time?
Nope.
Yeah,
Ruby's
idea.
going. Ruby is going to walk back and forth from the main area to the grandfather's hallway, back to the main area to the hallway, back to the main area. Just debating with herself.
I need to
Like,
figure out who's in this meeting.
should I? No. Yeah, no. Yes, no. Yeah,
Wait, you
no. No,
Wait, you
no.
didn't predict us to wait outside of a meeting until we can meet the people? You didn't plan every inch of this.
I had no idea you guys would go this way.
Oh,
Here
we
is
thought we
we-
were
it
gonna
just
go in the
kind of
forest with the killer trees.
Okay, so, as you do you get close to the meeting at any point? Like
I'd
to
probably
the door.
get about halfway to the door down the hallway, then turn around and be like, no, yeah.
So not that close. Okay.
If
Alright,
they come out,
so-
they would definitely see that Ruby's debating with herself. And
Oh.
not really paying attention to anyone who comes out.
Oh dear.
So, oh, you're not paying attention anyway, so never mind. As a, so, a lot of time passes during this meeting, like hours and hours worth. This is a very long
Oh, gosh.
meeting. Eventually, Ruby, since you're probably the closest, as you pace for hours, apparently,
Hours of pacing.
you're probably really tired.
At least I'm not exhausted.
The first person you see walk out the door is, I think he would be the first person. Yeah, Hobo J walks out.
What?
Oh God.
What? Hobo Jay?
Hobo J walks out the door, and he runs off in the wrong direction.
Oh God.
And
Thank God he ran away.
this other gentleman that you do not recognize, he's a smaller human figure. He kind of walks like a priest, to be honest. You know, with his hands close together and back straight and everything. He walks out after him, and he walks towards you, and then you see grandfather and Tram. What was it? No, that's it. Grandfather and Tram, they walk out together.
Okay, Ruby would hesitate at first after seeing Hobo J in the middle of the. Okay. You've broken
You're
me,
the only one
Ender.
that sees this. Hobo J goes the opposite way.
You've broken me. Okay then.
The priest walks, or the quote-unquote priest. I'm just calling him that because he walks like it. Walks by you. He doesn't even look at you, to be honest.
Rude.
Ruby's going to run up to the grandfather and Jay?
I'm sorry?
No, sorry. Sorry, out of character. Jay?
Yes, you saw Hobo J run out of the meeting. After hours.
Okay. Well, that's one way to throw me off. Ruby is going to
Oh, I'm sorry.
run up to.
There was one other person. Ah, crap. Fucking Antares.
Oh.
How do I want to do
Oh,
this?
God. Rip Ender.
Do we?
We ruined all the plans.
It is 10 p.m. Well, for us at least, it's 10 p.m.
You know
Yeah,
what?
it's
I want to
11
say
here.
he had a separate meeting. He's not there.
Okay.
I want to say he had a meeting with just him and the grandfather. So he's not there.
That was one attempt to get him away from the party.
Yeah,
not
well...
work.
We just followed after him.
You can't stop our horrible plans.
Yep.
But you run up to the grandfather and then what?
Oh, grandfather, thank goodness. One of our party members, had a horrible joke. They said that we lost.
The grandfather, he puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, a minor, what was it? What's the word? I'm so bad with words.
Setback?
Yeah. A minor setback. Don't worry. Are you okay? I heard you went in that forest.
Yeah, everything was normal up until the weird portal, and then we...
I have heard about that. I had a vision of the portal.
So is Solara with Ruby right now?
Nope.
Like, are we all still together?
No,
You
I'm pretty
guys
sure
are
Ruby
in
went
the
alone.
main room. Ruby is in the hall.
Ruby
alone.
was pacing in front of the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Everything seemed normal. Mission was... At least our mission was successful. I don't know anything about anything else. We woke up, they went into the woods, and now they're here, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there were some enemies we didn't predict. So, my men kind of got a little overwhelmed. But next time we won't make that mistake. We won't go in blindly. We have a plan.
Ruby nods.
We also have a plan for your team. Well, for Antares. Stay close so that we can discuss this in the future.
Sure.
And if you don't stop him or discuss anything else, he walks by and continues down the hallway.
Ruby would probably wait for after he passes, looks down the hallway towards where Jay went, and then
Oh God.
walks back towards the main hallway. There are some things better off not investigated.
Probably. Okay, so
Jay!
the rest of you, you see.
Okay.
Well, I guess you don't really see the priest-looking guy because he just blends in with the crowd a bit. Except, no, he doesn't. It's a big
Except
crowd.
no, he
You don't
doesn't.
recognize him because you're not looking for him. But you do see Trem and the grandfather walk into the room eventually. And Ruby walks behind them shortly after. The grandfather steps up to his throne. Trem right next to him. I'm sorry, 1 second. My throat has been bothering me, apparently. He raises up his hand, and everyone stops the discussing and they look in his direction. Sorry, I didn't really have this speech prepared.
It's okay.
The Scorpio clan has become more of a nuisance than I predicted. We are going to take this a lot more seriously from now on. Most of you will be kept nearby as protection towards these mountains, as well as words are hard. As well as a way for us to invade their territory and hopefully stop this madness from continuing. We are going to be looking into some more strategic attacks in the future, and we will bring them down. For now, continue with your missions, but stay nearby. And, he just sits down, I think. That's usually what he does. Yeah. He just sits down, and everyone discusses again.
So I pull over a group. Okay, so we should get as far away of here as possible, right? Yes. All right.
We probably shouldn't go too far.
Wait, 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 wait. Was this said to the whole group?
This was... Wait.
It was said
To the entire meeting. Or the
So
entire...
everyone.
So there's a lot of people in this room that were waiting for
the entire
what the
room,
grandfather had to say. And it
including
was said
us.
to everyone. Oh, grandfather does seem like he's discussing quietly to other people in his throne. Mostly assassins.
Like I was saying, we go as far away from here as possible, right? Great. Let's go.
We probably shouldn't go too far. I mean, things are kind of chaotic right now. Apparently,
Why-
Antares
why we-
has a task. I'm not really sure what that has to do. He kind of walked right past me.
No, I thought he was in a different meeting. He didn't see it.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
So,
I'm
decided,
stupid.
Screw that.
Solara is going to make her way over to the
Oh God.
Please not. No, not him. Please don't.
Yes! Yes!
Do it.
Don't.
Are you?
What are you doing?
Are you going to tell
Do
the
it!
grandfather about your...
All the audio cut out.
Jess?
Jess?
Oh wait, not.
Wait, did she leave? No, she's still here.
We need to know what you're doing. What stupid thing are you doing?
Something really awesome is about to happen.
Yeah.
But we need her here.
Hello?
You're
Hello.
back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What stupid thing are
Hi,
you
yeah.
doing that's awesome?
Oh, so Solara's going to. Sorry about that. I got disconnected for some reason. I don't know why or how, but anyway, Solara wanted to kind of make her way over towards the grandfather. She'll stay a respectful distance away because she'll see that he is discussing quietly with some members, but she's going to stand there and wait for a chance to speak to him.
Oh
So
god.
as you go over and patiently wait, he notices and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Come on. What do you have to say?"
Hello, sir. My name is Solara. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Solara. People around here call me the grandfather.
Have you heard of our divine Lord and Savior Paylor? And she's going to hand him a sun emblem, and very sneakily she's going to cast divine sense.
Okay.
Oh,
So
there is no way he misses any of this.
so you cast divine sense. And well, he's an elf, so he gives off a faint good essence, I guess, but he actually doesn't give off anything too strong. Evil or good sense.
Okay.
Considering there are a lot of people in the room, there are probably some good and some bad.
Okay. But she just
Um,
wanted to specifically scope out the.
But as
leader.
you bring up Paylor and give him a pamphlet, I mean,
Like, who let this person in here?
he does notice the spell, but he does say, "Oh yes, Paylor. I do know about that deity. Actually, are you are you from the desert over there?"
Yes, I am. I'm from the monastery, and I came across your group. I think they're your group. This group of interesting people, and she motions over
Delinquents.
to. She motions over to Doxus and
I'm not there.
Doxus is not in here.
Oh, Doxus isn't in there, but
Oh, okay. So
No,
she
sorry.
motions over to Ruby and
His like hands in his covering his face in fame of this moment.
well, of course he would be. He's evil. that was totally
Right.
out of character. That was totally out of character, by the way.
I got you.
So Solara motions over towards where the rest of the group is standing, and yeah, I stumbled upon this interesting group of people, and you seem to have an interesting cause. So can you explain to me what exactly is going on?
Wow.
Blunt.
Okay, that was interesting.
I'm okay with this. Let's see how this happens.
You know
So-
what? Honestly,
This is probably not the worst thing that could have happened.
So, just the question, what's going on in general? Shit.
yeah.
Okay, so he looks at the group first of all, and he's like, "Well, they're not really my group, unfortunately. Most of them don't seem to like me. But Ruby over there, she seems pretty good."
Oh, so Ruby works for you.
She's more of a child. That
Oh,
Oh.
oh, good thing Ruby's not there.
Oh God! Oh, I see. Is she your daughter then? I guess. Like adopted, maybe.
Her parents got sick, and she had
Oh.
nowhere to go, so we looked after her.
I see. That is very tragic.
Indeed.
Well,
That's-
it's I guess it's a good thing for her that you took her in then.
yeah. she's been pretty kind to us as well. As for Paylor,
I'm so glad she's not near him. Oh
as for
god.
Paylor, I'm very curious. What are you doing way over here if you're from that desert?
Well, the priest who took me in at the Temple of Pelor, sent me out on my first big adventure, I guess, to spread the word of Pelor.
Just to spread the word, huh?
And to see what's going on in the rest of the world. Well, I was curious because I'd have been in the monastery for most of my life, and I hadn't had the chance to see the outside world.
Interesting. Why don't you come with
But,
me for a second?
Okay,
He
Solara follows
gets
him.
up. So the grandfather, he gets up and he walks down a long hallway. And he opens a door into an area that looks like it has a lot of paperwork everywhere. A lot of shelves and books. Walks in. He looks like he's looking for something specific.
Solara stands by. Well, I don't know if I would like to be officially affiliated with your group, but that portal that the Scorpion,
Oh,
is that correct?
Scorpio clan.
Scorpio clan, the portal that they opened up looks very problematic, and I do believe that they need to be
Stopped?
brought to justice.
Oh god.
Oh, you're a superhero now.
I'm working on that. I have some friends that can close the portal. A portal like that needs like a magic. Sorry, he doesn't talk like. A portal of that structure requires a magic ritual to undo. It's very well placed. Any normal attacks won't break it. And
I see.
He pulls out this piece of paper. Ah, this is what I was looking for. So I heard that there was a rumor around your temple that there is an oasis in the very same desert. Just a rumor, but apparently there's an oasis that if you go in, you are greeted with angelic humming in a very magical looking oasis, and you could ask the goddess anything you want, and it will answer your question. And it gives you a piece of paper.
Really, that is quite interesting. Solara looks at the piece of paper.
It looks like a location in the
A
desert.
location. I see.
I just thought you would like to know.
Well, thank you for that information, sir. I will, next time I'm around my home area, I will definitely check it out.
As for the portal, I do have some friends that could probably help you out.
What about the Scorpio clan in general? I don't feel like they are up to much good at all. I believe that they are a detriment to society. And a plague upon this world.
Oh god!
Oh god. Wow.
The grandfather looks at you a little, curiously.
Are they not
Well-
evil? They opened a portal and brought in a bunch of tree things. Is it more complicated than that?
I am currently trying to figure out how to deal with the Scorpio clan. When your group, or the group that you've been hanging with, gets Antares back, I hope to discuss with you guys a way to close that portal.
I see. That is something that I definitely would like to help out with because I feel responsible. I feel responsible for helping out. I feel like it's my responsibility. So what would be their motives for doing something like that? Do you know?
Evil.
Let me see. I'm seeing what information grandfather has. 1 second. As for the moment, I do not know. I don't even know how they came across the portal.
I see. Do you have a long-standing rivalry, or do you have bad blood with them?
More so, they've had bad blood with us, considering we've always been way too far on top.
On top of what?
We kind of controlled them, kept them in their own territory, and gave them rules that they
I
weren't
see.
even allowed to. They weren't allowed to conduct criminal activity in our territory. And for a long time, they followed those rules until recently.
I see.
We've been
So,
a lot stronger than them for the past 100 years.
Do you know why they chose now to act out?
Not necessarily, though I do know that there was a particular mage that kind of gave them a task in our territory that we found out about. Not sure if that kind of drove them to take more risk.
I see. There was
something.
there was a sorcerer that we came across. I guess that was that the group of people that I've been my compatriots that I've been traveling with. That they were, I guess, sent to intercept. And we found this on him. Does this mean anything? And she hands him the ledger.
Wait, what?
What letter? Whoa. What letter? I'm sorry.
The ledger, the diary, the journal.
No, Bird Boy has that.
Oh, Bird Boy has that. Okay, never mind. Just
Bird
kidding.
Boy does
Just
have
kidding.
that, yeah.
Bird Boy
Just
took
kidding. I
that,
lied.
and none of the information is in it anymore.
It's
okay, just
all
kidding, I lied.
scribbles and rainbows.
It's all just a bunch
Oh,
of
beautiful drawings. We talked
paintings
about
now.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
and
I lied.
a bunch of little messages Bird Boy has been passing to you guys since he's using the book now.
Okay. All right. I was confused. Okay. That never happened. Never mind. I take it
Bird Boy
back.
has definitely taken it over and does not want to give it up.
So Solara looks around the room and she says, "Is there anything else that you think I should know? Maybe? What?
Just try and stay around. I would like to talk to you guys once you get your party together.
Okay. Well, you seem like a very honorable leader, despite your interesting organization."
Oh, yeah. He looks around.
Solara then bows her head out of respect and says goodbye.
He bows back.
And she heads back to the group.
It's inlay.
Are you getting an inlay at the very end?
Wait.
Do we?
Wait, did Inlay get here?
Inlay
Oh,
just said
he's
sorry
in
in the
chat.
chat.
Well, if he wants to join, we could end
Inlay.
the session with him finally telling you guys the important information that he has.
That would be great.
If he wants.
Up for it.
So,
I told him he could join, so if he joins or not, we'll see.
Tell him we kind of need him to progress the plot.
yeah, he's an important character right now.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm kinda glad you guys didn't raid the fortress without him. At the same time,
It would have been easier on
Well,
you.
we got this nice, interesting stuff.
yeah, it would have been a lot
Hi!
easier on me. Inlay. This session
Inlay.
was very difficult
Hi.
without you.
We have some things you apparently need to explain to us.
You have all the information.
Ender tried to lead us.
All of
Ender tried to lead us away from you, and we walked right towards you.
We followed you.
Yeah, for some reason they followed you.
We really wanted you back.
Yeah, I have no clue what's going on.
So
and-
after, I'm going to give you a recap of what happened this session with your character. After you exited the forest to get hugged by Bud Boy and meet up with Doxus and saw
Attacked.
the army, one of the Obsidian Council members came looking for you riding a horse, said it was very urgent that the grandfather talked to you directly.
Okay.
It was very late in the day, and seeing how everyone looked tired and they weren't quite ready to go pillage the fortress that late at night, you decided to go see what the grandfather had to say.
Okay.
So you went on the horse with them, and you had a meeting with the grandfather face to face. This is where we get to actually have the meeting, and you guys get to listen on into it and everything.
Oh, so it's happening right now?
Yeah. Well, we're going back in time a little bit so that we could have the meeting with you real quick.
Okay.
So you enter the lair with the grandfather sitting on his throne. He immediately gets up and walks towards you. It's like, I'm glad you can make it, Enterus. We have some things to discuss.
Yes, I would assume so.
I had a vision that a portal has been opened and you need my help, or you need some help
A
to
vision?
close it. I had a vision, yes. Seems a little different than you expected, right?
Definitely.
But that's what happened. Anyway, I think we should discuss more in a meeting room. And he starts walking towards the hallway.
Okay, I'll go with him.
Alright, you guys go to a meeting room. It's just you and him. Trim isn't even there at the moment.
Okay.
And he sits down. I guess you probably sit down, and so, first of all, I do not have the power to close this portal. But I do know how. There is a ritual that some powerful spellcasters are needed to close the portal. Thankfully, I have a lot of friends. And I know some sorcerers that you could...
Okay, so consider I was there. How many people would I be able to guess were at that portal?
There were hundreds.
Like a
Yes,
rough estimate,
around
like
400 or so. Sorry.
okay, 400. There are about 400 people there. It's not like they're gonna let us do that.
400 people, huh? Interesting that they're all there at the same spot at once like that. He kind of stops and like thinks it over for a bit.
Most likely, they're going there. There's already people inside, so they're likely gonna be bringing whatever's in there out.
Right, that is a concern. He quickly gets up and gets a guard to go do something. You don't hear exactly what he tells him, but he whispers them and sends him off.
Okay.
And then he goes back to the meeting. So about this mage, he's actually a wizard that I think you should meet.
Okay.
There is, I don't remember his name. His name is.
Oh, thank God you don't know his name.
You
Oh,
could bring Crap back and name
oh
him
yeah.
Crap.
You know who I was afraid of.
Oh, who are you afraid of?
You know who I was afraid of.
Hobo J.
Yes.
I swear.
Oh yeah, you missed it. Hobo J was in a meeting with him.
Wait!
Oh,
Don't
sorry.
tell him yet.
Too late.
Oh God.
So, the wizard's name is Okius Unox. He lives in. Hold on. I need
Okay, we
some
got
things.
Oyan Slavica. Definitely what you said. Because I cannot pronounce that.
What?
I don't know what you said.
Oh, Okius Unox.
Okay.
And that name sounds familiar to you.
Okay, what do I know?
Do you want to make an intelligence check real quick?
Okay, let's see. Oh, it's actually a decent number. Okay, I know nothing.
So you feel like you've heard that name before, but you can't remember. I'm sure your party might remember when you tell them. So the grandfather says, Okius Unox likes to hide in a small town north of Nulk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a name. Crap. I didn't have a name ready. I'm sorry. Where are the place names?
It's okay, you're doing great
Nameless
at this.
place. Okay.
Nameless place. We'll call it nameless place for now. Sure. Nameless place north of Nulk. Small town. He likes to hide there. If he doesn't want to talk to you, you will never find him. So I advise that you make a good first impression.
Because that's definitely what I'm known for.
That's definitely what this group is known for, huh?
We make impression, alright?
We make
We
an
do.
impression.
We really do.
Whether it's good is up to interpret.
So you could go talk to this wizard, or if you don't think you want to talk to this wizard, you might be able to go talk to the school up north that Flawed wanted to go to. I personally don't recommend that because they are a bit stingy to their rules, and
You said the ritual needs many mages, correct?
usually this wizard has some interesting tricks.
Hmm. Flawed already needs to go to that school, so I think it would be good to at least ask if Flawed can go ask them for help. It'll also allow us to be able to get there. On top of that, this wizard, you said he is very hard to find. So I feel like Ruby going out to search for him would definitely be the best idea. Why don't we go for both?
Interesting idea. I'm not opposed to your decision.
Well, I'll need to ask them first, obviously, but
Of course. Well, think
If he
about
doesn't
what I
want to-
told you.
if he doesn't want to be found, then he won't be found. And if he can't be found, then we're just running around with no solution. Meanwhile, that place may be stingy with their rules, so it's best to have a second plan anyways.
Sounds like a very wise decision. This is the grandfather thinking it's a very wise decision, but I don't really want you guys to split up.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're making it really hard on Ender today.
we have send-in stones. Only
You
two of them,
do, yeah. Okay, maybe this won't be too bad, but
but they can only be used once. Per, like, short rest, I think it was.
oh really?
I need to check, actually. But
I'm
send-in
sure they're
stones...
fine.
But yeah, I think that would probably be the best solution. But this portal, do you even know much about it?
All I know about the portal is what I saw in my vision. And that I've seen portals like this before. Considering it,
So you know where it
Considering-
leads to.
I think I do. Considering the gym, the structure, and the way the portal formed, I believe it's from the Beastlands.
Beastlands, okay, at least we know what we're dealing with.
It makes sense considering Sly has always been a fan of beast animals.
So you know him personally then?
We've had some encounters, though. I know a lot about a lot of people. Anyway, I think you have all the information you need. If you have any questions, I'll be right here. Should probably meet up with your group and let them know.
This is me not asking him, but asking you, Ender. Do we
Okay.
have like a map showing these locations? Like, do we have a physical map with us?
Oh,
A physical map with you, yes.
Could you mark on this map where those locations are?
I don't know how to do that.
I'm just saying for that way we have it, so that way, because I'm not sure if Flawed even knows the exact location of the school. And this area to the north of
Well,
Oak,
that
I
didn't
think
work.
was, would be simpler that way, in my opinion.
Nope, it didn't work. Oh boy.
And I'm asking him to mark it on our maps, not. You don't have to do it in the notes.
Okay, yeah, he marks it on your map. Perfectly fine.
There we go. Okay.
Crap.
Since the goblet was used to open that portal, I can assume that its magical properties are just opening portals.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what object was actually used to open this portal.
It was definitely a goblet. Jewel encrusted. I'm gonna describe the exact goblet that I had.
He needs to make an intelligence check then. Okay. Yeah, he definitely knows about it.
Haha, using his stats to our advantage.
Oh, that chalice. I had the name. Chalice of. Why the fuck is all my notes
That's an
all over the
interesting
place?
name.
I mean, who have we met so
Oh.
far? We had Trap. We had the fuck.
Damn it.
The chalice of why the fuck?
The chalice of why the fuck. Amazing.
Yes, it's known all over the land.
I swear I had the name.
Oh, it's somewhere.
Oh crap, is it written somewhere in here? Yeah, it probably is.
Paper sounds?
Can you actually hear that? Here it is! Chalice of Astral Summons.
Astral
Ooh.
summons.
The Chalice of Astral Summons is a very powerful item. It can summon a powerful creature, though it does not have the ability to open portals.
They definitely opened a portal with it.
Not exactly sure how. That's not exactly its purpose, but maybe they found a way.
Yes, I think I'll head back now.
Okay. Take care.
Yes. I'm gonna head back to the group.
Alright, cool.
And hopefully I don't get attacked by Bird Boy again.
Alright, so I'd say
It was-
for the purpose of everything meeting up in a good way, I'd say you would take some time to discuss with the assassins that I met in the main hall of the lair for a while until eventually your party came
Okay, wait,
into the lair.
did I see anybody using my invention? Or at least
At
have
the
it?
moment, okay, if you do have some time to like look around and talk to people, and you do see a prototype version of your weapon.
I'm gonna look at it, see if my mark is still on it.
Your mark is on it.
Nice.
It looks exactly the same as the way you had it in the
Free
blueprint.
advertisement, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And the person holding it gives you a demonstration of how he uses it and everything. And
Oh
looks
yeah,
like it
I'm
works
definitely
pretty
gonna,
well.
I'm gonna soak all that information in because
Yeah. So after it got made,
Oh
Um,
no, we
he-
gotta tell Antis about his destroyed dog now.
Hey, we
Oh,
have the
yes.
pieces.
We don't know it's destroyed.
We have the pieces. It's fine.
so talking about the knife first.
We
As
don't
he
know
kind
it's
of gives you a
destroyed. We got the
demonstration,
pieces.
as he kind of gives you a demonstration, he points out that a bottle of poison that would usually net with one slice worth of poison, when it gets poured into the knife, it yields 3 uses with the knife.
Oh.
So it triples the with how efficient it displaces the poison, triples the use.
I could
of the
probably
poison.
I'd probably make the handle longer and increase that by 1 or 2, but aside from that, otherwise it would be just uncomfortable, so that is fine, yes. Okay.
So it doesn't only fit. Wait, does it? Oh, I guess it does. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, so you end up meeting back with your party.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I know it's getting late for everyone, so I would want. And Inlay just got here, which is why I want to ask you guys how you're feeling.
Tired.
I figure we could meet up really quick and then end it for the night.
Very
right?
tired.
I kind of figured that was the response.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Are
Not
you okay?
tired.
Do we want to just wrap up there and meet up next week?
Also, my head's kind of sore.
I'm fine with anything.
Yeah, I'm cool with anything too. By the way, and like you missed a whole bunch of Solar preaching about Paylor.
Oh god,
oh.
Solar did so much preaching.
So cringe.
She preached to the grandfather.
Now, while Antares is not religious, and honestly doesn't even like the whole God idea, he'd probably pay to see that.
Yeah, it was amusing. Good Boy was horrified.
I was mortified.
Ruby was fine with it.
We also got to learn about both god worshipping party members' gods. So
And a little bit of backstory.
yeah,
Yeah, I missed all of that. Nice.
you could figure it
I'm
out.
gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah, this
Decat, you
session was-
used that Bird Boy. Oh my
It was a
god.
hot mess.
Yeah. I wrote down all the stuff, expecting interest to be there and everything.
We'll get
No,
to it
I-
next
I'm-
time.
Okay,
I'm so glad
guys,
that we
so
played.
it sounds like that is where we'll be ending it this week. Unless I misunderstood anything.
Nope.
No,
Okay.
you're good.
So guys, we'll be live again next Tuesday at 7:30. 7:30 was it? It is 7:30 p.m. Central
Yes.
Time, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think I was late today by a couple minutes.
We were all late.
Oh,
Yeah, we were.
I was way late.
Anyways, guys,
I
we'll
was super late.
we'll see you guys Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for more
Wait, Tuesday?
D&D: The Secrets of Velway.
Yeah,
You mean
Tuesday.
Monday?
Monday. Did I say Tuesday? I meant Monday. I told.
What do you mean?
No, I told Lightspeed Tuesday. I need to send him a
Why?
private message. I
It's
gave him the wrong
Lightspeed.
day.
It's
Whispers
the
are
Living Beach.
disabled in pop-up chat. No.
Somebody in the chat.
I'm confused. Who is the Living Beach?
Somebody who's in chat.
Who's Living Beach?
Well, you said something about Life Beach or something.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Lightspeed. Lightspeed.
Lightspeed. Okay, I still don't know what you're talking about.
Ender, I think he sent
He's-
you a friend invite on Steam or something.
Oh,
If he did,
wait, I thought we were already friends on Steam.
can you send him a private message saying that DCAT is stupid, he meant 7:30 p.m. on Monday, not Tuesday?
Okay, I'll
So
tell
is-
him.
Okay.
So he's coming to sessions now or something?
Nah,
Or
he
he's
just
gonna
wants to
watch.
learn about D&D, so he would probably watch. I just gave him the wrong schedule.
Yes.
Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Stay in pieces.